Good morning, Titans.
Today is Friday, December 13th. I'm Brooke Harris.
And I'm Jamie Hughes.
We have a jam-packed show for you today.
So let's get started.
This weekend, the competition cheer team has an important competition. I talked to Flyer senior Kendall Kohavi to get the details.
This Sunday, our competition cheer team will be traveling to the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium for a qualifier, and we need a certain score to be able to move on to our nationals, which is in Florida this year, and that's our first competition team that will be going to Florida. So it's kind of exciting, and we've been working really hard this whole year. Our past two competitions we have gotten first place, so hopefully we keep it going with our hard work.
Members of the senior class are preparing for their final semester on campus, and there's also a junior who's doing the same. Brooke has the story.
On May 30th, over 460 students will walk the stage to get their diploma. Joining them are 17 seniors who graduated before January and a junior. Only 2.9% of students around the country graduate a year early. One of those students is our very own Nicole Solomon. To graduate a year early, you have to take courses outside of Antelope's scheduled courses.
Typically, juniors finish with 240 credits if they complete 80 in the freshman year, 80 in the sophomore, 80 in the junior year. So in order to graduate from ANHS or any of our schools in the district, they would have to do 260 credits. So for that to happen, they would have to take 2 classes at a community college, and you can do that starting after your sophomore year. College-wise, it can limit them a little bit because they'll be taking 6 less classes than, say, a senior would. So they can potentially be less competitive. However, that's not always the case, as long as they've kind of beefed up their application in the first 3 years of high school. A lot of our juniors end up going to community colleges after they graduate as juniors. Some do go on to the best universities in the country.
Over the summer, I took 2 classes. I took psychology and U.S. history at ARC.
Being younger than most graduates, sometimes applying for colleges may be harder for juniors. But for Solomon, she already started applying to 2 out-of-state colleges.
I want to go to BYU, Idaho, and they have a good nursing program, and it's really cheap, almost done applying.
Although graduating early may have some benefits for college, some juniors and seniors may get some limitations for their activities.
If you're a junior graduating early, you can participate in junior activities, but you can't participate in the senior one. And if you're a senior that's graduating early, even though you're able to participate in the graduation ceremony, you can't be at senior picnic, senior breakfast, or any of the quad dance, those kinds of things. It's just the ceremony only.
As seniors who graduate early, many of them may be starting college this spring. Senior Tiana Gordon, who is graduating early, is doing just that.
I'm starting at Sierra in January. I'm going to take 3 or 4 classes to begin with. I want to become a dentist, and that's 8 more years of schooling, so I just want to get a head start on it.
For other seniors, graduating early may provide extra time to work and getting more money. For senior Morgan Albin, who already works 2 different jobs, will continue her work after graduation.
I'm graduating early in December. I just plan on working at Chili's and Round Table to the fall semester, and then I'm going to start at Sac State with the rest of the seniors for nursing.
I'm Brooke Herrick, signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News. Assistant Principal Secretary Miss Jeannie Patterson is retiring. Her last day is today. Marianne Sargas and Hannah Flugstad talked to Patterson this morning.
What I'm going to be doing in my retirement, I'm going to be visiting my son and his family. They just had a baby, and I'm going to spend about 3 to 4 weeks with them, helping them with the baby and all. And then once I get back, my husband and I are going to travel, and we have a trip to Australia planned and some other places. And then I'm just going to go take some art lessons and fly fishing lessons and just do a lot of the fun things that you don't get to do when you're working all the time.
With Mrs. Patterson's retirement, we are losing someone who's 100% invested in Antelope High School. She loved serving the students, the teachers, all the staff members, and she will be greatly missed.
The choir program traveled to Wood Creek High School to perform its holiday concert on Monday and Tuesday. Lexi Hope was there to get this highlight package.
This is the year, peace will appear. Hey, Triple C's love with a Christmas
forget to buy your Red Zone shirts in the student store. There's an abundant amount of long sleeves and short sleeves.
Casey Prep has started after school from 2:45 to 3:45 p.m. every Tuesday through Thursday until January 30th.
The National Honor Society talent show was held in the cafeteria on Wednesday. Jamie was there and she put together this highlight package.
On Wednesday, December 11th, the National Honor Society hosted the 3rd annual Antelope Titan Talent Show.
The MCs for the evening were Santa's helpers, Jenna Summers and Michaela Andrade. While the judges deliberated, English instructor Mr. Robert Moreno recited a very dramatic reading of Miley Cyrus's single, Wrecking Ball. History instructor Mr. Ryan Trauber also performed Mistletoe with Bianca Rowe. And this year, the National Honor Society performed Jingle Bell Rock. After the judges' deliberation, the winners were announced. Justine Rosario won Best Singer. The Best Dancing Act was Jaspreet Virk, Max Contreras, and Tyler Barron, and the Best Musician was Cameron Yuki playing the piano. The most creative act was the rapping singing group of Anthony Stuber, Alanis Jang, and Justin Halverson performing an original song, and the showstopper performance of the evening was an interpretive speech performed by juniors Ya Mensah-Bonsu and Jordan Christian. The evening ended with the results of $1,000 that were raised and would be donated to the Wounded Warriors Project and the performing arts programs on campus, as well as a donation box that overflowed with toy donations for the KCRA Chips for Kids toy drive.
At the talent show, I played piano. The song was called Mayfly Days by Jin. Through the middle, it was a little bit shaky. I was really nervous, but I think I kind of pulled through at the end, and I was really proud of myself.
Me and my partner, Jordan, we performed an excerpt from the book Medea's Uninhibited Commentaries on Love and Life by Tyler Perry, and it was actually really fun doing it. It wasn't like about winning or losing. I just loved giving that speech. It is, oh my gosh, it was so fun, and I was just proud that I could share that with everyone around me.
Signing off for your Channel 5 Titan TV News, this has been Jamie Hughes.
Hold the frisbee.
The people of the planet are trying to get more kids to recycle. Batch Desange talked to Kyle Shawcross to get more information.
So on behalf of people of the planet, we just got 10 new recycle bins, making them 14 around campus. Basically what we want you to do is just put your cans and bottles inside the tall blue ones that you can see in the foyer, for example, and by the library and in the cafeteria, so only in those ones is cans and bottles. And then in the classrooms we already have paper and cardboard ones established and recycle ones for cans and bottles again. So really what we're looking for is just properly recycle, and the tall ones only cans and bottles, no trash or anything. And in the classrooms, put your paper and cardboard inside the paper and cardboard ones, which are labeled and should be by the door, and then cans and bottles with the cans and bottles. We want you to do this not only because it cleans up the campus and helps the earth, of course, but we're doing this because it makes the process for us who collects the papers, and for speech and debate, for example, who collects the cans and bottles, it makes it easier for them to collect and cleans things up a bit.
If you took the PSAT, the results are in. Visit the Career Center to pick them up.
Last night, student government put on the first ever Rocks Night in the stadium. Congratulations to the Russman's team, which all won free tickets to the Winter Ball.
Now here's Aaliyah Roundsville in the Sports Corner.
This is Sports Corner.
I'm Aaliyah Roundsville with this week's Sports Corner. Last Saturday, the wrestling team took second place in the Mesa Verde Team Duel Tournament. The Titans finished 3-1. They will also be competing tomorrow at Natomas High School at 9 a.m. Antelope's 3-day basketball tournament started last night. There are 8 varsity teams and 6 JV teams. Jamie was there to get the highlights.
Last night was the first night of the Titan Holiday Classic basketball tournament. The JV team defeated the Fairfield Falcons with a score of 72-38. Sophomore Greg Cirovina scored 17 points, and sophomore Javen Brond scored 15. The Tenson Wood Titans, a special guest team from Australia, defeated their opponent last night with a score of 49-45, and because of this win, they will be playing our varsity basketball team this evening, who defeated Excel Academy with a score of 60-12. Be sure to come out tonight to support your Titan basketball team.
Tonight's Red Zone starts at 6:30 p.m. Come out and support not only our fellow Titans, but also Tenson Woods, which traveled all the way from Australia. Good luck, Titans. Now back to Jamie and Brooke.
Well, that's all we have for you today. If you finish early next Friday, be sure to tune in for our last show of 2013.
Good luck to swimmer Caroline Culpepper, who is at Junior Nationals in North Carolina.
Have a great and safe Friday the 13th, Titans.
And an even better weekend.
Bye!